Yolo County DA investigator Brett Hancock was blasted in court. He's accused of destroying evidence. What started as a family civil dispute has turned into a criminal prosecution. And the deeper this goes, the more serious the red flags look. The issue out of this case right now is not just what Jose allegedly did, it's how this case was built, who pushed it, who had relationships, and whether this was ever even a clean, independent criminal investigation. Brett Hancock is not just some neutral outsider, he is a former Woodland police officer and sergeant. The defense materials and testimony point to years of personal and professional relationships between Hancock and Jose Garcia's sister, Minnie Garcia, who is also a former Woodland police officer. Evidence of text messages between Hancock and Minnie point to a close relationship. Hancock told Minnie things like, "You are intelligent, beautiful, and have a heart of gold," that he is always there for her. This matters because when the same man later becomes the criminal investigator on your family's case, the public has a right to question if that relationship helped. The victim in this case is Jose Garcia's mother, Gloria. In her own testimony, she was asked if she ever actually made a police report against her son. No, but Minnie told me that about his friend. My daughter was working for the police, and then when I wanted to report Jose Luis, the detective went because I already knew the detective, and I told him. And when asked by the defense about her daughter knowing the police, the investigator on this case, she stated that she already knew him, that she would take enchiladas to the police department, and that she knew that he was a big deal. Now let's talk about Lucy Garcia, Jose's other sister. These records sure do not read like a witness being investigated. They read like someone pressuring for movement, demanding updates, pushing time, tying a civil case to a criminal case, and using Brett Hancock as more like a private investigator rather than a professional DA investigator. Lucy repeatedly asked questions. There were hundreds of messages, and she was also pressuring for Jose Garcia's wife, Alexis, to be charged as well. Hancock himself, "I want to go over with you what I write up before going to the charging DA." Another message, she tells him, "We met with the lawyer regarding Jose's stupid lawsuit against us three sisters. He said, DA case will help us tremendously." Was this really a criminal investigation based on independent facts? Or was this a family civil fight being pushed, fed, and escalated through insider connections? Now let's go back to Alexis, Jose's wife. Hancock tells Lucy, "I'm including her as a suspect because I believe she knew what was going on." Charges against her were later dismissed after the DA's office acknowledged there was no probable cause. The high-tech supplemental report states that Hancock requested help extracting text messages and data from his own work and personal phones. He did the extraction himself, and no additional data was stored in the high-tech crimes unit. Now we're dealing with allegations that key communications may be missing, possibly including exculpatory evidence. If these are the kind of red flags we can actually see in open court, how many other cases have the same failures when it comes to policy and procedures or missing evidence that nobody ever catches?